Hey gang, Jeff Reinhart back with you again here. Video number 2 this week, breaking down the non-league games for Week 1 of LL League football. This video will be for the Section 2 teams playing this week in non-league games. Talked about some of the other Section 2 teams with the Section 1 video, so just 5 games to get to in this video. First things first, thanks again for finding the page. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the content and all the LL League stuff. And certainly the LL League football stuff will continue. I hope to keep doing these videos every week, wrap-up videos, preview videos, the works. So stay tuned from the home office. Okay, I got 10 minutes, so let's crank. Cedar Cliff at Elizabethtown. The Bears, wow, they really got cleaned out. Lost a lot of kids, young pups in E-Town. Be patient there. Coach Cottle had 3 quarterbacks working out for the #1 spot through camp. Don't think he picked the #1 coming into this game. 3 kids were playing in camp. I was told that 2 of them will likely take snaps in this game. So a lot of fresh faces for the Bears. So hang in there and be patient with those guys. Cedar Cliff, Coach Jim Contapio's team. Tyler Orris returns at quarterback, really good. Adam Brenneman's just a stud on the line, tight end. He will go anywhere he wants a year from now. They're lining up for his services. He's really good. A bunch of wide receivers back, line kids. Cedar Cliff is going to challenge in Mid-Penn. I think they're in the 2nd division in Mid-Penn. They're going to challenge there. Those guys are loaded, and they like to throw the ball around with Coach Contapio there. So tough opener for E-Town here, because Cedar Cliff's going to do some damage. They've been in districts the last couple of years, and they're very, very experienced, a lot of vets. Tough opener for the Bears. Hang tough in Week 1. Next up, Conrad Weiser at Conestoga Valley. Really good couple of years here for Weiser. They've been in the District 3 AAA semifinals the last 2 years in a row, but they got cleaned out. They lost Oliveto, the quarterback. They lost DJ Robinson, that great Wildcat kid running back. They lost Matt Weiser, the tight end. So Conrad Weiser is going to look really different. Hearing they're going to kind of rely on defense this year, because they're not going to score many points here right away, because they got a lot of new kids on offense. They go to Whitmer to take on CV. Terrence Taylor, he's been the story so far. CV's blistering fast track kid, 400-meter champ in the LL, finished 4th in the state in the 400 last spring. He's going to take direct snaps out of shotgun, and if the option's there for him to go, he's going to go, and he'll be tough to catch if he gets in the secondary. Look out, this kid can really fly, and he's tough. 4 big dudes back in the trenches for CV. Rios, Herb, McGarvey, and Good. All really good players. Big boys on the line, and you got to have that. CV has it. It looks like they're going to have a real weapon in Taylor. So I have a sneaky suspicion about the Bucks. I think they might be around for a while, especially if Taylor kind of, wraps his head around the offense and figures it out. So interesting game. Because Weiser loses a lot, and CV would love a hot start. So Weiser at CV. Next up, Garden Spot at Twin Valley. They're kind of neighbors right there on the Route 23 corridor. Really like what Garden Spot's doing. John Armbrust is a really good quarterback, all-state baseball player in the spring. I had one person tell me here the last couple of weeks that he was the best quarterback that he saw in camp. So that's impressive. He throws a good ball, can throw a good deep ball. A lot of kids back in the trenches for Garden Spot. A lot of good wideouts for Garden Spot. Heard they had a McCaskey transfer who could make an impact. They do lose Adam Haas, really good rugged running back for them last year, rushed for 900 yards, great wrestler too. He blew out an ACL, and he's going to be out for a while. He had reconstructive surgery and the whole works, so that'll be a big loss. But apparently they have some kids ready to step in and play. Keep an eye on Garden Spot. I think they will definitely be in the Section 2 race down the road a little bit. Next up, Lower Dauphin at Manheim Central. Should be a very emotional night in Manheim. I'll actually be over for that game. I'll get you a live blog here on the page. Take a look for that. I'll probably get a wrap-up video afterwards and get some audio and get some stuff posted Friday night, so look out for that. Barron's all new. Caleb Walton's the new quarterback. He looks good. He looks like a prototypical Manheim Central quarterback kid. Runs that option well and throws a good ball. But tons of new faces. Andrew Kaufman's back to lead the defense. Really good gap filler, and he flows really well. Good tackler. Depth chart problems. I want to say they're down to like their 4th and 5th string running back, and Mannheim's going to look different, but they're still the Barons. And as mentioned, an emotional night because they're going to honor those 4 kids from that unbelievably awful tragedy in January. So bring your tissues to Mannheim Friday night. I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty emotional Eldon Ritu field, so I'll be over there to capture all that for you and get some stuff posted. So tough to peg where the Barons are going to finish. They could go 10-0, they could go 0-10, probably somewhere more in the middle. Tough schedule. Wilson next week, at Sealands Grove in week 3 in a rematch of the state finals a couple years ago, and then Cocalico in week 4. So wow, 4 testers out of the chute for the Barons. So we'll see how they handle it, but be patient with the Barons. This isn't your father's Mannheim Central team or even your big brother's Mannheim Central team. Could be a little different over there. LD coming off a 1-9 season, which is kind of surprising for Lower Dauphin because they're usually right there in the district race and the mid-pen race. So we'll see how that one goes. Emotional night in Mannheim. I'll be over there. Stay tuned. Last game here, Schuylkill Valley at Cocalico. Eagles got cleaned out. Lost 20 seniors and 16 starters from last season. A lot of really good kids moved on, including Austin Hartman and Antol and Bruger and the whole bunch. Those guys are gone. Brock Gosling returns. He was the quarterback during the playoff run last year. He was directing the Veer show, going all the way to the district final game against McDevitt. Spencer Moser's back, played quarterback. He'll be the running back. He'll get some touches. Kyle Fisher type kind of a kid who'll catch some passes in the slot. Fast. Little bugger, but he can really play. And Kyle Felpel's back, the track and field standout. He's back for his senior season. He's going to play some wideout, some defensive end. He can punt. But a lot of new faces at Cocalico, but I think they'll be fine because the kids there tasted it last year. They played for 14 weeks. Coach Gingrich's looking for like a fullback slug-it-out type kid who's going to run between the tackles and get yardage there, because if you run Veer and you play for Cocalico, you got to have that fullback type like Hartman the last 4 seasons. Moser will be the speed kid, but if they can find a thumper type kid who can run between the tackles, look out for Cocalico, no doubt. Okay, those are the rest of the Section 2 games from Week 1. Here we go. Season's here. Keep checking back for videos. Appreciate you stopping by, and have a nice Labor Day, and we'll talk to you soon.